Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon, and we are underway from the City Beautiful. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. They'll be led out by their enigmatic quarterback, the Heisman winner from Baylor. It's Robert Griffin III.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Griffin. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Evades the tackler, now some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They go play action with Griffin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Griffin now off the bootleg. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amari Hooker. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was or whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taking it about the 1.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They run with the 2nd-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is RG3. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Exit under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, to took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Myers' kick is good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Yeah, that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one too low.
You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Not quite enough that time. Maybe just try a lower start difficulty if you can and select replay challenge and give it another go. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. And they're led out by their quarterback, the former Baylor Bear. It's RG3.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Christian Kirk, a 20-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for two. Griffin will try and throw. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit that. Bring it in.
And every...
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
This taken in right around the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy.
They'll be led out by their enigmatic quarterback, the Heisman winner from Baylor. It's Robert Griffin III.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
On second down, Griffin. He'll find Metcalf.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making
touchdown, Cowboys. Christian Kirk, 30 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And look here, they're going to try an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal.
From 28 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Gotta say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Griffin. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 81 yards.
And the Cowboys take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we will start this challenge off in the 2nd quarter with 4 minutes left on the clock. You're down big. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times the defensive...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Boy, of all the guys on the field to lose track of, how do you lose track of him? I think even he was surprised at all the space he had. You just hoping your quarterback sees you, and that's
touchdown. Christian Kirk, 26 yards.
And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set them back on 2nd. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Escapes the defender.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's downfield into the hands of Sharp. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Criminals, take a look behind the scenes. Corruption and greed is common. It's a daily operation. Show respect.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
We jump into this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes to go. You're down big. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. And it's 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 172 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover him.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Able to spin free. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with third and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Then maybe you can follow my example where it is, which is a work in current progress. But who am I trying to kid? I have a hard enough time trying to get me help before it actually works. I need to stop lying to myself. I've had this facade for so long, I thought it was who I was. I guess it is, cause it's this person I've become. The person that I let every one of you see, but most importantly, the person that I had to be. The person that you look, listen, and vibe to. For that reason alone, this is the persona I've subscribed to. Every now and then you gotta step back, take a look at your life to see where that's at. You might not see the chance to know which way is the right way, the way to be going. But don't worry, that is all of us. That's just life every so often. So even when life weighs on you pound for pound, just remember to relax so you can work it out. Every now and then you gotta step back, take a look at your life to see where that's at. You might not see the chance to know which way's the right way, the way to be going. But don't worry, that is all of us. That's just life every so often. So even when life weighs on you pound for pound, just remember to relax so you can work it out. So yeah, I guess that's how things have been willed, right? Do what you gotta do even when it don't feel right. Shit, I don't know if this will work for y'all, but this will work for me to become the kid, teen, and man I had to be. I probably don't take my time out quite as often as I should. And who knows, like, maybe I'll do it more as often as I could. But I got this world on my back. If I could do it often, then I would. But whatever your excuse is, just make sure that you use this, cause it's important for your health. Take a step back and try to learn to love yourself. Think about your qualities and maybe hug yourself. Maybe if my fans heed my speech, and I'll practice what I preach. So please don't act out what you see, cause I'm just good at being me. But I wanna help you all be good at being free.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Okay, Coach, we jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the fourth quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. You're down big. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield as we get set here, 1st and 10. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, +3.
Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the Coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. With you for today's game is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. I'll see you guys again at halftime.
Thanks, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the first quarter with 4 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have the ball on your own 20-yard line. 1st and short. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is the exact exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down. I'm going to be a gain of 21 yards.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
Now Griffin on first down. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Griffin toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Griffin to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Walker. Oh, good move. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Well, thank you, Coach. This challenge is set up here in the 4th quarter with less than 90 seconds left. You're trailing by 4. You've got the ball on your opponent's 40. 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Let's go now.
Here's 1st and goal.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Okay, so you won't be going undefeated against this challenge, but hey, the good news, losses don't count against you, so give it another shot.
The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
With a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
He needed 3. He got 2. An interesting situation. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10.
They'll try the right side with Harris. He'll get this down to the 38.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Now here's another carry for Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a timeout called for by the offense.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 9.
They hand this off to Harris. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, unfortunately, no win on this attempt, but you can select to replay the challenge and be sure you pay attention to the...
And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Here's Griffin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
All right, not the result.
The offense for the Cowboys getting set to go on 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards you needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Griffin. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. With kickoff just moments away, let's send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We jump into this challenge in the 1st quarter with 4 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. And it's 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the 1st half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was a 3rd long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Sanders. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hey folks, I'm your host, the coach. It's game time. It's Ultimate Team. It doesn't get any better than this. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Since we're about to get underway, we'll kick it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thanks, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the first quarter with 4 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You've got the ball on your own 25-yard line as we get set here, 1st and 10.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Walker now at 1st and 10. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Christian Kirk, 26 yards.
And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they...
And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. They go play action with Griffin.
That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
That's some strong running. 4 yards to pick up, 1st down.
This has been a nice sustained drive, and after a run like that, I'd be surprised if they don't come back with even more running plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Griffin.
Throw out line to Walker.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. Steps away. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Being chased out left. And shedding through the tackle. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Kenneth Walker, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. On the call today, 2 of the best in the business, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. I'll see you guys at halftime.
We jump into this challenge in the first quarter with 4 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their side of the field. Second and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one.
Hello everyone, you're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Now let's not waste any time. Calling the action today, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. Brandon?
Thanks, Coach. We jump into this challenge in the first quarter with 4 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 25. First and 10.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. That punt returns 69 yards.
And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
And welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, The Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. With you for today's game is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. I'll see you guys again at halftime.
Coach, we start this challenge off in the first quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your opponent's 40, and it's 1st and 10. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Vic on the bootleg. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. He's got Ayuk on the sideline. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. It'll be Vic once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Now here's Vic. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Ayuk from 3 yards out. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side of their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Touchdown, Falcons! DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You've got a big lead, but you're backed up inside your own 10 as we get set here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now, meanwhile, Vic incomplete. It was knocked away.
They have to like what they've done.
And now the Falcons on a 1st and 10, getting ready to go on offense. To throw, Vic. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Camus Cruz. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Play action now, Vic. That is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Vic. Got a man, that's Ayuk. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him 1st downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. With kickoff just moments away, let's send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We start this challenge off in the 1st quarter with 3 minutes remaining. You're down 2 scores. Your opponent has the ball in their own territory. 1st and long. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. This is brought in at the 21. Fast footwork by Sanders. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.